Hello, all you beautiful people. Welcome back to another art lesson. In today's lesson, we are going to learn a bit about the history of coins, and then we are going to design our own coins for a UAE National Day. So let's begin. Coins have been around for virtually forever, from small to large, from round to square to whatever the hell shape this is, in metal, wood, plastic, and maybe most importantly, chocolate. Gods, kings, queens, fictional characters, and celebrities all have their own coins. There are even coins which aren't actual coins nowadays. But before we begin, it's important to understand a little bit more about the currency name and symbols of the UAE. Do you ever stop and notice the various objects that appear on your UAE dirham coins and notes? While they may seem a bit abstract in nature, a lot of these symbols are representative of the UAE's heritage and reflect the country's progression from a fishing town to the multicultural metropolis it is known as today. The name of the UAE currency is dirham and is denoted by coins and banknotes. What are the symbols on the UAE coins? A Dalla coffee pod on the 1 dirham symbol. Oil derricks on the 50 fils currency of UAE. A gazelle on the 25 fils currency of UAE. Blue souk in Sharjah on a 5 dirham note. Omani dagger on the 10 dirham symbol. Palm tree on the 10 dirham as well. A dough sailing board AED 20 dirham note. Arabian oryx 50 dirham banknote. Al Fahidi fort on the 100 dirham note in the UAE. The central bank of the UAE building on the 200 dirham note. And the falcon on the 500 dirham note. The Qasr al Husn on the 1000 dirham note. Before we begin, it's very important to understand that we are going to draw the 1 dirham coin into a much larger size because this is the first part of a series of 2 lessons and we'll be transferring our coin design onto clay. Now, if we are transferring our design on clay, it will be very difficult to do it if it has such minute details. So grab a shape of your choice. I'm choosing circle in a much larger than the original 1 dirham coin. All we need is a white paper, a marker which is optional, pencil, and your shape of coin much larger than the original 1 dirham coin. We are going to create the front and the back part of the 1 dirham. So I'm going to make 2 circles, the circle being the shape chosen by me, and you have the freedom to design it in any other shape that you can think of. Make the outline with pencil and then trace it with a marker. Now, one part, the back part of your design is going to be similar. We are designing the 1 dirham coin, so all of us will be having it exactly the same. Now the front part is what I want you to research on. Think of ideas, think of some landmarks in UAE, think of something that is related to the culture, tradition, or heritage of UAE. Here are some examples to help you. The possibilities are endless. Once you have decided what you want to draw on the front of your coin, go ahead and start designing it. But remember, keep the details very minimum. I have decided to draw a camel on the front of my coin. I have already done my design with a pencil and I'm going to trace it with a marker so that it's easily visible for all of you. Take your time and do your design thinking about a story. Why did you choose this design? Once you're happy with the drawing in pencil, go ahead and trace it with a marker, because when we are transferring these designs to clay, we want to see each and every detail that is transferable. So make sure your design is simple, unique, and easy to transfer onto clay. Now, why have I chosen a camel as the design that I want on my coin? Because camels are an important part of Emirati culture that dates back to its root. In the past, camels were said to be God's gifts to the Bedouin, as these animals often made life in the desert possible, providing everything from transportation to clothes and even food. As you can see, I have written the date only in Arabic. Usually the date shows the beginning and the end when the coin was made till the year that it's running. But I decided to write only 2020 on my coin. And I've kept my camel's details very minimum, because it will be difficult if I have very minute details and I'm transferring it to clay.